football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's our visiting team and our home team on Sunday Night Primetime. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach, his team fired up and ready for this one. His counterpart on the other side, the coach of the home team. His guys, on the other hand, were winners in their opener a week ago, so they'll try to make it 2-0 to start the season. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
Ready, set.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Go.
Right at the outset, he lost the football. And this one is recovered by the defense. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game.
Here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. A gain of 16 on that pass play. That's enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch over...
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Montreal. That his first touchdown of the new year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Caps will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Wizards nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Wizards offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They're trying to hold on to the football this time. Had the fumble on the opening possession, which led to a touchdown. So they trail early as they get it back, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out wide.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. 40.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass. And I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Quick throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open, so the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
Down. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of
Here's
6.
a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. Block 40. Set.
He'll look to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It is picked up by the defense.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The Caps offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. Greg, they say flush a game after you lose, right? But when you built up all year for the opener and you get blown out, is it even harder to flush for players?
Well, certainly that's the question, Mike, and regardless of how much the coach stands up there and you try to say, hey, it's a new week, we've got to move forward, and certainly that's the case in the NFL. If you let bad losses linger, you're going to find yourself in a bigger hole. So the problem is when you spend all week and you spend all season saying, okay, this is week 1, we're going to get off to a great start, and you lay an egg and you're non-competitive, The last thing you want in the NFL, Mike, is for doubt to set in. So we're going to find out pretty quickly here in this one. Was last week just 1 out of 17 and they're going to move on, or is this going to be signs of things to come as the rest of this season unfolds?
Ready? First and 10.
Go! Gotta be lying. Steady.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Back into the hands of Zamir White. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
Yards. That's another Montreal first down.
Let's go now. Ready?
Here's a run. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown Cats. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Wizards offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. Begin this drive, first and 10. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. The hole closes quickly. They'll pick up about 3. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
Brings up second and 7.
From the 35, here's second and 7.
Here we go. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Open man, it's Davis downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, London. That is second TD catch of the season.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
The extra point is good. And the Wizards are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cats offense ready to take over once more. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, Mike, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Drive the right side this time, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down, Caps.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points.
Come on.
So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 6-yard
So
pickup
from the 37, here's 2nd and 4.
Hot 70, hot 70.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. It's 3rd and 4.
Go. Let's go, 80. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 14-7 is our score. More from the International Series in London after this.
Let's go now. 19, go.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They've converted 2 3rd downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. His receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Montreal 1st down.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Oh, a loose football. And thankfully for him, one of his teammates able to secure it. No turnover. And they will hold on to the football. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Cowboy 80.
Moving outside the pocket.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
Lions. Pepper 60, Pepper 60, Cowboy 80.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Montreal.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's third and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Caps will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Wizards offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Ready?
The drive will start on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Set, go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2.
50, green. Ready?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll get this out to his running back. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Yeah, push.
Out of the gun. He'll throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Ready?
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one's incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Wizards offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Open man is Davis. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Okay, ready?
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6.
2nd and
Here we go.
6
Set.
at the 31-yard line.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for a London first down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with him again.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it, and he looks to be... And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field...
So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes! Now a second timeout called by the defense. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And 18.
Down.
And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Caps offense ready to take over once again. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there. 31 yards. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Come on. Hey! Japanese Timberwolf!
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. For Wizards offense. And their running back set to go once more. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Ready. Hut.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 15-yard line.
Now, faking the give, and they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again.
And now he's just single-handedly taking over this drive, Mike. I mean, they better find a way to neutralize him before he does more damage. Get more bodies on him, take the protection to him. Either way, just get him blocked.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. And this sequence, not one to build on. They're going to lose yardage on the 3rd down, and quickly it brings up 4th down. So the two teams head for their respective locker rooms. We head to Orlando. Scott Hansen has our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 43-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now second and
Ball on the
6.
47-yard line. Here's second down and 6. Now a give up the middle, and this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He's got the first down and more than that, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Set to go now on first and 10. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. I had defenders draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Let's go now. Can't be lying.
They'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, White. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown Cats. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Wizards offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down.
32, ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Out of bounds at
A
the
good spot
37-yard
here,
line.
second
It's
and a
gain of
yard.
9. Brings up second
Set,
and
ready.
a yard.
Set.
Now a handoff, running right. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
brought down right
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Is he trying to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. And that'll set up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive. But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive. Sometimes it's just the obvious decision that's the correct one. I mean, the offensive line and their ability to win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move him, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust to keep the ball on the ground in these gotta-have-it moments, and they come through.
Let's go.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready?
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
Taken at the 19. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Caps offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Here comes the jet sweep. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
70, get the look.
He'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Returnable from the 17. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
Ready? Ready. Hut.
That's quickly out to Williams. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Come on. Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
That's good for a London 1st down.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Ready, break.
It's now 2nd and 19.
Set, ready, break.
Back to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. It is 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Set, huh?
That one on target to Davis. He's got it. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
Ready, ready.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Caps are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Good for a Montreal first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Big hitting slant there. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain
Third
of 9.
and inches.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Let's go now.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
Here's a give up the middle with White. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
At the 30-yard line.
70.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
That's another Montreal first down.
Come on, come on.
9 yards. And the Montreal
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
at the 18-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Tough running there in the right zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. So from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
He's going to go backward. Taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Cougar 19.
They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Blue 32.
From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ready?
Now give on the ground, and he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him, and I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Ready, ready.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Exiting the pocket right.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush. And that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
That's going to be incomplete. Hufford very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Caps offense make their way out to take over once more. And they've definitely righted some wrongs after the loss of the opener. They have the lead here, and they start this possession first and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll try again here, second and 10.
6 penny.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Gain of 7. Makes it third and 4.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a third down and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. He stopped at the 11, but that is enough. The first down picked up as they are getting close.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. They'll stay on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.